Drinker's probably going to like this based on his video today.
Oh no.
Poor Aubrey Plaza. You're better than this. Stop being in this show.
Too late. It's filmed.
When is this out? Is this out?
3 days.
Like
2 days from now. It's the 18th that comes out.
2 days. Oh.
This is what I talked about in my video. There's been fucking nothing in terms of marketing. Like, it's only because who did I see talking about this? It was no. Oh, fuck it. I can't remember. It was one of the channels that I follow anyway. They happened to be talking about this. And I thought, oh, God, I better check in on Agatha Harkness because I have no idea when it's coming out. And then I found out it's like out 2 days from now. And there's been no push for it, nothing in terms of chat on social media. And I just thought, oh, Marvel know they've got a stinker on their hands here. I'm honestly surprised they didn't just put it out all at one go, get it out of the way.
But it's Alan weekly. Film Threat said that the review embargo lifts basically the second the show comes out, which is not a sign of massive confidence in the thing. No, the only thing I've heard about it, I think one of the cast came. I used this word in inverted commas. Came out as gay. I think I read, and by came out as gay, I mean she already was and everybody already knew it, but she decided to remind people because that's publicity. That's the only thing I think I've read about the show. Also,
holy shit, an actor who's coming out as gay? Like, whatever next?
Revolutionary.
I mean, this is a character that was like had a bit of sparkle and interest way back in Phase 4, whatever it was. I mean, it's that thing.
Yeah, it was the beginning of Phase 4.
It was long since
2020, I think.
21, because they skipped all of
2021. So it's 3 years of a gap. And like the trailers know that like nobody can actually remember what happened in WandaVision. So they have to spend like 50% of the trailer reminding us of what happened before they can move on to like the plot of this.
I feel like the show is only coming out because they don't want to have the shame of a Batwoman cancellation type, but they also have to simultaneously distance themselves because they're trying to course correct.
Yeah, they are on the brink with Ironheart, by the way. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if that never sees the light of day. But with this, I'm surprised. It was obviously commissioned during that time when they were still riding high of the success of Endgame. And they thought, man, we can just have spin-offs of spin-offs of spin-offs here. And people will just lap it up. And clearly in the 3 or 4 years since that happened, things have changed quite a bit for the MCU. And no one is interested in this show. Because why would you be?
I think this is related to Agatha. I'm guessing based on the context.
Yeah. Joe Eager for $10. I'd rather watch a show about the Acolytes lesbian space witches. That would be a great spin-off.
Disney has a lesbian witch problem. They really do. Like, it's a weird and none of it is appealing to like teenage boys.
Well, this is the problem because they've cast essentially a bunch of like unappealing middle-aged actresses, or in some cases geriatric actresses, to be this coven of witches. There's this weird preoccupation with costumes. If you watch the behind-the-scenes featurettes, they talk constantly about like the amount of wardrobe changes the characters have and how they're all fabulous and so on. There's big song and dance numbers in the show. There's all this like goofy, like, you know, mom sort of humor. It's a show that seems to be targeted to middle-aged women, and I just think that's not a huge demographic in the world of the MCU.
Specifically subscribed to Disney Plus. Yeah.
Like, well, how many middle-aged women who are probably childless and drink wine every night are going to be into comic book movies? I just think that's a pretty small audience that you're trying to cater to there. And it's probably a show that wasn't cheap to make, as all their shows are, you know, super expensive because they don't know how to control their budgets.
M8566 for $5. Seriously, why so many witches? Ahsoka, Acolyte, Agatha, Wicked. Why? Even EFAP watched Season of the Witch. Is that referring
because Hollywood is run by a bunch of devil worshippers? I don't know. Like maybe there's something like weird. Yeah, there's meant to be something weirdly empowering about witches if you're a woman or whatever. Like maybe they're trying to like address historical injustices. I don't know. I'm in favor of burning them at the stake, to be fair. I think it's the only way to be sure.
I mean, if this was in a situation, like if the MCU was in a better situation, they chose a good time to release it. What with the being right before October, and it would, I think their finale would line up with Halloween relatively.
It literally does. The final episode's on October 30th.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I guess what they're timing it for. But like, man, the balls on them to release this weekly.
Yeah.
Nobody is going to be watching it.
Like at least all I could say is at least there was one person in their their planning phase that was like smart and was like, hey, we should try to time it with Halloween. And, that person deserves to go get a job somewhere else that's more competent. That's all I have to say.
I think that same person should have said, like, how about we make it like 5 episodes instead of 9?
That person probably was like, how about we just don't release it at all?
Yeah.
And then we don't need to worry about it.
But Cynic is right. I think Marvel are in the midst of course correcting, because I've spoken to Chris Gore about this. He seems to be very adamant that the people higher up at Marvel, they know they fucked up, and they know that what they've been doing over the past few years hasn't worked. And they're trying to course correct now. But there's obviously a whole bunch of stuff that's in the pipeline that was commissioned years ago, and they have to do something with it. They can't just shit can all of it, because it's a huge loss of revenue, and it's a huge loss of prestige. It's a humiliation. So they kind of just have to grit their teeth and squeeze real hard and get this out.
That's got to be the best sum up of that show could possibly get right there.
Well, that's a rings of power metaphor from earlier.
Is it Vimarain for some currency I don't know? For 10 of those.
I'll look up what it is. Hold on.
Yeah,
either way, thank you for the currencies. Which is this? Space lesbian, which is that? But we don't get even as little as a hot topless scene to have any redeeming quality. Well, Aubrey Plaza's posters for Agatha look pretty great. Why would anyone watch this over any sexy B movie from early 90s? Ugh.
It's a Swiss franc, by the way.
At
first it gave me congestive heart failure, so I didn't think that was I don't think they were giving
that's probably not it.
Yeah, that's probably we weren't probably getting 10 congestive heart failure. Oh no.
The Scottish internet has struck. Oh no.
Okay. It's the end of the show, everybody. No. Let's see. I think there's
you would think that the marketing for this show is so easy. You just put Aubrey Plaza in loads of revealing outfits, and that's your entire marketing campaign. Like, what else do you need to do? How do you make lesbians uninteresting to teenage boys?
Can I take this one?
Yeah, go right ahead, dude. Go for it.
Sport Nugget, $5. Are we really so low that we're giving Disney credit for releasing a show about witches around Halloween? Yes, I am. That is where I am at. I guess until Drinker comes back, we could rapid fire through some of the slightly unrelated ones.
Yeah, sure. And yes, Lawrence, absolutely.
Yes. Even I find Aubrey Plaza attractive.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Must be doing something right.
She was in a Portlandia skit. Oh my god, so pretty.
Go ahead, Cynic.
Go ahead, Platoon.
Go ahead, Echo.
It's because you can't pronounce it. I know how this works. Toivo Korhonen for €5. Hey, BSUP, Halloween is approaching. Are you planning on doing another horror/slasher movie breakdown like you did with Halloween? Are we? I think we might be.
Fuck yeah, we are.
We are.
We absolutely are. Yep.
So,
I'm super excited about it.
So do you want me to say it, or do you want to say it?
No, let's keep it under wraps for them. Keep it under wraps because I literally haven't decided which one, but I know. Well,
we can give some details. I think we don't have to announce the movie though.
Okay, it's definitely going to be in the Friday the 13th slasher series. Yep.
And me and Uninspired Reviewer are going to be doing the production of it as a co-production between our show, which handles that kind of stuff, and BSUP. So it'll be a BSUP Two Hoes mashup.
Two hoes and a BSUP.
Yeah, it'll be every. I don't know. I haven't figured out what it would be called. So I the other day when Mahler was on, I said it was every hoe a pause. So I don't know what I would call. I don't know what I'll call it for that. But let's see. I got another. That one's for drinkers. I'm trying to find ones that are like unrelated here. This one's it's from. I must have missed this earlier.
Sure. And Blazin 64, member for 1 month. How do we save the elves? methyl suppository.
By bringing the critical drinker back into the stream. That's how you save the damn elves.
Sorry about that. We had a power cut here. That was weird.
Oh my god.
We were just going through some of the super chats while we were waiting for your power to come back, drinker.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
So I did have one more slide for the Agatha All Along, but
this is literally the person that came out as gay that was already out as gay.
Oh no, I thought it was one of the women who did it. Like this guy, I think everybody already knew because he was in that what's it called, Heartstoppers, I think it is. But there was one of the female, like one of the actresses, I think, came out as gay. But again, something that people already knew. This is the one who just said though that Marvel isn't, as says on the screen, just for like straight white men. Surprising no one except himself, I think, but there we are.
It's funny, like if you've seen any of his interviews or whatever, you would never be in a moment's doubt that the guy was gay. Like, I don't know why him coming out as gay is meant to be some revelation.
Yeah, he's got some real shocking news for everybody.